Welcome to the uni-max workshop, and I have a recipe for you on how to connect all your power tools to the workshop vacuum. About 10 years ago, I bought a vacuum cleaner directly from Nefisc, which also manufactures vacuums for tool manufacturers like Nerex, Makita, and certainly many other brands. I replaced that curved nozzle, which is used for attachments or a telescopic rod, with this adapter that is specifically designed for power tools. Well, I was a bit surprised that about half of these machines are not compatible with it. It just doesn't fit them. I wouldn't be surprised if it fit one brand and not another, but it doesn't even fit within the same brand. I have 4 machines from the same brand here, and while one fits perfectly, which is the newest one, the remaining 3 do not. I would understand this, especially with that big machine, which, as far as I know, has been on the market for about 35 years and is still being sold, so it might have some atypical features. The same goes for this belt sander, which is definitely a selection as well. But I find it a bit surprising, with this very popular combined milling machine, as it simply doesn't fit. You may have noticed in some of my older videos that I addressed this using a waste pipe like this. It has an HT diameter of 40, which fits the adapter from the vacuum, and on some of the ports of the tools, it fits on the other side. Not all of them, so I need to have several of these. Pseudo adapters to cover all the machines that cannot be plugged in directly. Which is not, of course, a very elegant solution. When I came across this set from Rockler, it was clear that I had to get it. It includes 2 fittings. And you can buy 2 more separately, so that's what I did, and I bet that just like me. It will cover all the advantages you have in your collection of power tools. Another advantage of these fittings is that they are really soft, so you can adapt them to some atypical shapes, such as various oval cross sections and similar. And on the other end of the hose is a port that fits perfectly into the opening of the workshop vacuum. Both the vacuum fitting and the tool fittings have a left-hand thread that screws into the hose. And both ends have this kind of rotation, so the hose won't get tangled in any way. That's handy. The only small drawback is that every time you want to change the fitting, you have to completely unscrew it from the hose. It takes a few seconds, but I can imagine a more elegant solution, like having a quick connector there. I guess I will have to develop my own set for dust extraction. The hose looks like it is very short, about 1 meter, which it is, but it is expandable, so you can stretch it up to 4 meters. This has its advantages. For example, when you are sanding a larger surface and moving the sander back and forth, it eliminates the problem of a traditional hose getting caught on the edge of the board you are working on. The vacuum system from Rockler not only solved my problems with handheld power tools, but even with the table saw. I have been neglecting the use of this dust collection cover because once you connect this hose to a large workshop vacuum, it doesn't work at all, so I thought about connecting a workshop vacuum instead. But that one didn't fit again. But now one of those fittings fits like a glove. I will connect this to the workshop vacuum and plug it into the same outlet as my large dust extractor. I have that outlet on a remote control, so I can start both vacuums at the same time, and it really works great. You might be wondering why I keep obsessing over dust extraction. Well, besides wanting to keep the workshop relatively clean, which I understand not everyone cares about, it's also good for the respiratory system. I do use a filtering half mask, but when I want to do something small and quick, I obviously don't put it on. And then, the dust extraction really comes in handy. You can find links to all the products as usual in the description below the video. Thank you for watching, take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon in the workshop.